How's that? Does that work out? Is that working out pretty good? You guys can see what I'm working on there? Okay. Hey, it's Friday. It's Friday, everybody. Hey. Is that clean? I always ask the same question, don't I? Is that clean? That's a little better. Okay. So here's what we're doing. We scuffed this up with a fine, super fine sandpaper, 220 grit. Went out and got some acetone because I just remembered the last bottle of acetone I had, I left somewhere else, and I'm never going back there. So I had to go get a new bottle of acetone. Acetone. Here you go, right there. Acetone. Acetone's great for cleaning up stuff. If you got dusty stuff you want to, polish up real quick without causing too much of a mess. Get some rags. I had some old T-shirts that I had from places I used to work at and don't care for anymore. So I tore them up. I use those as old rags. You dump the acetone on the old rag after you've done sanding and blowing off all the sanding dust, wood dust with a little air schnozzle. Hit it with that, knock the dust off, hit it with the acetone, make it nice. Chef's kiss. Now it's ready for some primer. I'm going to hit it with a itty bitty brush I got lying around over here somewheres. Thought I had laying around over here somewheres. It's still in my pocket. Anyway. Oh my god. Got a couple of these little cheapo brushes. Nothing fancy, nothing special. It's not about the brush. It's about the brusher. Yeah. Got some of the extra stuff out of the way. That boring stuff nobody likes to watch. The sanding thing. Oh yeah, by the way, acetone is very it's pungent. It's a powerful solvent. I wouldn't say it's a solvent. You could call it a solvent. It's a cleaner. It's a heavy industrial cleaner, I suppose. So you want to be careful that when you're using it, use it in a well-ventilated area. I have the privilege of doing this outdoors, so I don't think it gets any more ventilated than that. Yeah, be sure you got plenty of circulation, air circulation, when you're working with solvents and cleaners and anything like that. Otherwise, you're going to get loopy, and it might not end up too good for you. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start hitting this thing with a little sloppy coat of some white primer. I got this stuff here I've had laying around for a little bit. I gotta shake it up though yet. It's Kills All Purpose 2. Kills 2 All Purpose. Is that the sequel? Interior Exterior Primer, multi-surface sealer, stain blocker, blocking the stains. So use some of that, shake that sucker up a little bit before we knock her loose. And then we're going to dip our dirty little brush in there and go for a ride. And hopefully we won't make too much of a mess. I don't think it makes much of a difference, but we're going to coat this sucker with white primer. I should have probably planned on somewhere to put it to dry, but I will figure that out when I get there. I'm not too worried about that. I got some shit cardboard to use as a base to put it down somewhere if I need to. Yeah. All right, let's get started. Okay. You want to shake your paint until it's nice and goopy. Goop. You can hear it gooping around in there. Yeah. All right. Consistent goop. Goop, 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 goop. Right, I don't have a mixie stick or anything like that. You don't really need a mixie stick all the time. sometimes you just need to shake it up a little bit. Give it a good shake. Oh yeah, that's a white primer. No mixing necessary. Who am I kidding? All right. So the secret to base coat on pretty much anything is more paint, less painting. I learned that from the masters, okay? I learned that from the professionals. I won't name names because, you know, it's an industry secret, but more paint, less painting. So we'll get this covered in a couple minutes. And then I guess that's it for tonight, because be a quick one, I suppose. Quick couple minute episode. I guess that's the way it's done, right? Get things done, move fast, go, 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 and then move on with your life. Not like this nightmare. This nightmare's been going on for, oh, who's this? Get out of here. This nightmare's been going on for months now. You know, you don't get any time to do anything. You're working all the time, and the weather is kind of crappy. It's always snowing or raining or snowing or raining or freezing or raining or snowing or raining. And, you know, none of that helps or something. Alright. Another secret to, oh, there's a first drip. First blood. Start from the inside and work out. That way you don't get paint all over your sleeves. So you want to work inside of the most difficult or I guess complicated places to reach, and just get it nice and slopped up with some primer. Like I said, more paint, less painting. So just go hard and fast, get at it, give it a once over, and then move on with your life. It doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't have to be pretty. You just have to get it done. So just hit it and quit it. That's what they tell you, right? That's how it goes. Hit it. You gotta hit it and quit it. What was that, Grand Funk? That was Grand Funk, right? Pretty sure. I can't remember any of that. I've never been good at remembering that stuff. Make it nice and easy. Don't have to overcomplicate things. Don't have to work too hard. Something so simple. Make it fast, easy. Don't worry about making a mess. It's all going to be real messy when you start off. And after you're done making a mess, you can start honing it in, clean things up. First, you gotta make a mess. You gotta start somewhere. Start making a mess, and then you can start cleaning it up as you go. Doesn't have to be fancy. Just start somewhere, make a mess, keep moving, just like last time. Remember the lesson the last time was never quit, never give up. Keep on moving. You gotta take that first step. It's all about momentum. Make the first step towards something. Take your first step and you just keep going. You don't stop. You just keep going. Take the next step, next step. Even if it doesn't work out, you don't succeed, you just keep moving. Keep moving on. That's what it's all about. Never stop. Always keep moving. Once you stop, that's when it's over. That's when it ends. When you give up, that's when it's over. When you stop moving, when you stop making progress, when you stop trying, that's it. That's the end of it. That's when it's time to move on. Maybe look for a different project, because this one has been pretty rough, bothering me day and night, staring at me from the corner of a room, waiting for me to work on it. And me saying, no, not today. It's too rainy. Not today. It's too snowy. Not today. I gotta work. I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work. Gotta work. Work. Always working. Always working. Look at that. I've already messed up my brush. Look how far the paint has gone up on my bristles on my brush. They say you're not supposed to go more than halfway up on the bristles with the paint. And somehow I always manage to go all the way up to the, what the heck is that thing called? The ferrule? I don't know. The binder? Whatever you want to call it. I always manage to mess that up somehow. That's alright. Got gloves on. Got gloves on. Not going to get covered in paint this time. Usually do. Get all sorts of paint all over me. But this time we're going to save ourselves some hassle. And not get covered in all sorts of goop. You know, what was it? A couple weekends ago, it was freezing out. Absolutely freezing. Like, I don't know, below zero. Something or other. Anyway. And I could feel the cold air cutting right through my house. It was amazing. It was like a gust of wind, freezing cold air, cutting right through my house, and I was going nuts trying to figure out what the source of this cold air was. I finally figured it out. The frames on the windows were all hollowed. All the window frames in the house, the old style windows, where they had those weighted ballasts that help you raise and lower the windows, they were still inside of the wall, and all of that space was not insulated, so the cold air cut right through those frames and into the house. Just goes to show. Sometimes a little extra work goes a long way. And if you don't do a little extra work, then you'll never be able to keep your house warm. So what did I do? I cut the window frames out. And I'm not worried about this getting into the wrong hands, but cut the window frames apart. Cut the wall out. Exposed all the hollow space. And I filled it full of insulation. Packed it full of insulation. I got some of that expanding foam too. And man, what a mess I made. I made a mess with that expanding foam. And I came back a few moments later. Had a big goopy lump of expanding foam on the floor underneath the window that I had just filled up. And I went to go scoop it up off of the floor before it got hard. Stuck to the wood floor. I ended up scraping all that off the floor. Well, I got my hands covered in expanding foam. And then I spent the rest of that afternoon scraping that hardened goop off of my hands. I cut my hands all up, trying to scrape that stuff off. And I was all bloodied and scratched up and blistered. What a mess I made. So, learned my lesson. Now we're going to start wearing these little glovies. Keep from getting all sorts of crap stuck to our hands. Learning lessons every day. Something new. Learn a new lesson every day. Come back to that. Move on. Oh yeah, we should probably just real nasty. Really get in there. Give it the business. You should get real sloppy on this thing. Let's get it slopped up. Oops. There goes the other project I was gonna start working on. I had a rocking horse. I forget where I found it. I think I might have gotten it from a garage sale or something. I can't really recall exactly. But I had this rocking horse. I've been working on this rocking horse for a few years now. It's one of those projects that, just like this end table, kind of been staring at me from the corner, waiting for its turn. And I worked on it a little bit here and there. I did the same thing. I cleaned it up, took it apart. I got some new hardware for it, and filled in some of the cracks with wood filler, putty, and I primed it. I primed most of it. I think it needs another coat, and there's a few pieces that I lost and I recently found that go with it, and those need to be primed as well. We're going to do that if we get to it. And I'm sure we'll get to it because we're almost done with this sucker now. Wow, look at the paint just going slopping right off of that. That's alright. Just keep it moving around. Keep pushing the paint. Push the paint. Push the paint. Push the paint. More paint, less painting. Besides, we're not worried about this looking too pretty. This is just our primer coat. This is just the seal coat. We're going to paint over this something nice. I don't think I've got it in my mind just yet. I've got a pretty good idea of what I want to do. I got the colors in mind. Got the colors in my mind. Colors I want to use. Paint this as a finished piece. Wood's kind of chintzy, so we're not going to do a. It's already too late. We're not going to do like a finish coat of raw wood. That would have been nice if it were good wood, but this is kind of a, I don't know, garage sale, last chancer sort of deal. So we're going to have some fun with it. We're going to do our own little thing on this sucker. Paint over it. Oh, well, I got paint all over my sleeve now. That's okay. That's why you always start from the inside. Start from the inside and work your way out. That way you don't get paint on your sleeve and then everywhere else. And going home and getting paint on the dog. Paint in the inside of your car. Paint on the walls of your house. That's not the right color. Where'd that come from? Paint all over the place. It's the wrong paint. That's not my paint. Yes, it is. It's your paint. Where were you painting today? What have you been painting? What have you been painting? Comment below. Tell me in the comments below. What have you painted recently? What have you been painting? Are you an avid painter? Do you love painting? Do you enjoy the artistry of paint? Are you an enjoyer of pushing paint? Do you love slopping a big old messy coat of whatever over stuff and then forgetting to finish it later? That's me. I do that all the time. That's what I do. I'm a sloppy monster. That's how I do things. Big and sloppy. I'm a big sloppy piece of shit. Oh yeah. Get it in there. Get it all full of goop. Get it in the cracks, all the goopy corners and crevices. Just goop it down. Get it all full of goop. Make sure you got a good, consistent coat, primer over everything. Just kind of just slop it on there. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just get it in there. Get a nice sloppy coat over everything. You can make it pretty later anyway, right? And take your time right now. Right now, just a rush job. Make it nice and nasty. Fast and nasty. That's the way. Just get it done. Put that paint on there. Keep moving. Keep on moving. A little bit there. We're going to move it in just a second. We're going to get the insides of these legs real quick. All the way down to the footies. We can finish the beats a little bit later. First, make sure we got a good consistent coat over everything. Oh yeah, hit that one too while we're at it. You see it? If you can see it, paint it. You can see it painted. Oh, see? You can see some of the primer on that is already bleeding, drying up, kind of bleeding through, a little thin. That's why I know it needs a second coat. You can tell. I can already tell it's going to need a second coat. Just put one coat on, one prime coat on. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. You can get away with one primer coat. I mean, like I said, it's not the brush, it's the brusher, you know? If you got a good brusher, don't need a whole lot of brushing. More paint, less painting. What other good tricks do I know? I don't know. I don't know a whole lot of anything. I'm just kind of making things up as I go, as you already know. That's my kind of bag of tricks. I really don't know anything. I'm kind of just winging it. Good thing I know how to do stuff, I guess. Kind of, sort of. Not really. Just good at faking it, I suppose. Fake it till you make it. Oh, hello. Oh, don't step in that. Oh my god. Oh, it's everywhere. Get that in there. Oh yeah. Make a mess. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to make a mess. Keep on slopping the paint on there. Keep on going. You make a mess. You make a mess, clean it up. Okay? Okay. You make a mess, so you clean it. You clean that mess. Okay? Okay. You make a mess, you clean it up. Okay. Oh, knock that off that table. Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh, oh, oh my, oh Jesus. Oh my god. Oh yeah, get in there. Left hand. Alright. Oh. There. Oh, we don't want to stare at your back. We're tired of staring at your ass. No. Oh, that's too bad. Sometimes you're just going to have to stare at my ass. My beautiful, sculpted ass. I don't know. That's what you get. That's what you get. Follow me. You get to stare at this. That's good. That feels good. That feels good to do that. Laughing's good. Laughing is healthy. If you don't laugh, you're not having fun doing what you're doing. Why do you bother doing it? You're not having a good time doing stuff. Why do it? You're not enjoying yourself while you're making yourself miserable. And maybe you're making yourself all miserable for the wrong reasons. Yeah, enjoy the little things, right? It's all about enjoying the little things. A lot of fucking misery in the world, you know? Everybody's just fucking miserable right now. I know I'm miserable. I'm fucking pissed off all the time. And I don't even know why. I think that's what they want. I think they want us to be pissed off. Uh-oh. Somebody's here. Somebody's in my driveway. Oh, they heard me. They heard me talking about them. Here they come. They're coming for me now. Who's that? That's my neighbor. I'm pissed off all the time. Don't tell anybody that, though. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody I'm always pissed off. That's not good. I'm angry. I got a lot of anger in me. And I gotta get it out. I gotta get it out. Who's in there? Who's in the chat here? Good job, bad. What will the final color be? You are crazy. Yeah, typical. LOL. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you, Barbara. You're such a sweetheart. I don't know yet. I don't know what the final color is going to be. That's going to be a surprise. You guys will find out when I'm halfway through it. That'll be that. All right. Ooh, somebody's going on a date. I can smell him from here. Holy crap. That's weird. Shouldn't say those things out loud. Oh my god. Oh, he's in his car. I can still smell it. Holy crap. Ah, my neighbor's going on a hot date. Oh my god. He smells like a whore. Fuck. Alright, I should be nice. I gotta be nicer to people. Alright. Jesus, he must have been 25 yards away and I could smell him like he was standing next to me. Holy crap. Oh, what's wrong with me? I'm an animal. Okay. Alright, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I've got anger issues, I guess. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about being angry. You're allowed to be angry. Be angry. You're allowed to be angry. Everybody's allowed to be angry. You know what? Everybody's got reasons to be angry, and more. Oh, that's right. More and more people are angry for a lot of reasons today. Everybody's got an excuse to be angry. I mean, look at what we're dealing with. We got the whole world is filled with monsters, and they're running everything. We just have to what? Okay, all right. Throw your hands up and just say okay. I haven't seen protests in the street, over the world being run by a bunch of diabolical, evil monsters. What's up with that? I most certainly am not happy. But because of my station, I am a slave. I am a slave. I am a corporate slave. Thank you. I'm contributing shareholder value. So I can't really participate in the uprising. My livelihood is at stake. What a pathetic life, huh? Sell your soul to an entity, and then what do you get for it? You spend You spend 40 years doing the same thing for 40 years, and then what? They kick you out. No thanks. No thanks whatsoever. They just kick you to the curb. Hey, thanks a lot. Now get out. All right, we used you up. Now get out. We don't need you anymore. Get out. Thanks for wasting your time here. Now get out. What a trap. That's where a lot of people find themselves, though. I mean, what else? What other choices do you have? Right? What other choice do you have? You can't just burn it all down. I mean, people need to, figure out a way to survive. And no one's willing to cooperate with anybody, so it's you versus me. It's you versus me. What about me? What about me? What about me? And then everybody's just taking care of themselves. So nobody really cares about anybody else but themselves. Think about it. Everybody's just out for themselves. And that's why we're at where we're at. We're supposed to be taking care of one another. We're supposed to have a community, right? We're supposed to be the people. you know, together, and there's none of that. Nobody cares about everybody else. We all want, justice and freedom and all these things, only when it's convenient for me. And if I don't get what I want, then I can easily just blame somebody else, because I didn't get what I wanted. A lot of that going around too. A lot of people blaming somebody else for things that they didn't get in their lives. Like, blame yourself. Give it to yourself. You allow these things to happen. There's accountability. Everybody wants accountability. But as long as everybody else is being held accountable, don't look at me though. Don't hold me accountable. I didn't do anything wrong ever. I'm perfect in every way. Money, please. Money, please. I gotta stop. I'm starting to get on my crazy soapbox thing that I get on sometimes. That's kind of some of the things that get me going, get me riled up, get me a little angry. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to be upset. Everybody's allowed to be angry. Everybody's allowed to have some sort of frustrations, You're allowed, but how you deal with those frustrations? What kind of, what are you doing with all that energy? Where are you focusing in that? And, this is why you don't buy cheap brushes, because they fall apart when you're halfway through using them. Oh, no, I'm never going to get that little bristle out of there. I'm going to peel that sucker out. How are you going to use that anger? Yeah, come on. All right. How are you going to use that anger? How are you going to do it? Do with all that energy that you got. Where does all this energy come from? I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me. Oh, you think it's all the pre-workout? Oh, all that workout mix, all that go-go juice I've been drinking, all that caffeine that I need to survive to make it through the day. This is the only thing that keeps me going. It's caffeine and nicotine. I'm gonna lose my gosh darn mind, guys. I'm losing it. Silly goose. You're a silly goose. Probably gonna get censored for saying shit. I don't know. That's bound to happen, right? I mean, just one false move, and they'll shut me down forever. All I have to do is say one wrong word, and you know the one I'm talking about. It's probably a few of them. I know what I'm thinking of. Can't hold anyone else accountable. Right? Always pointing the finger somewhere else. Somebody else's fault. And if you know who I'm talking about, tell me in the comments below. Oh, what a rip. What a rip. That's okay. Hey, you know what? Tomorrow there will be another controversy. There'll be something else to get everybody all shaken up, worked up, angry, keep getting people more and more angry, wear us out. You're going to wear us out, and then what are we going to do? We're not going to do anything. We're not going to do anything. We can't even barely take care of ourselves. What are we going to do? Start a resistance? Start a revolution? Yeah, right. Get real. You're going to start a revolution in the comfort of your living room? In your cozy little one-bedroom apartment? Barely pay the internet? Barely pay the electric bill? Yeah, right. Okay. Put your big boy pants on and go outside? Oh. A lot of people already fighting, do anything about it. You won't. You won't. You won't do anything. Anyway, they're going to keep doing what they want to do to you. And you're going to keep saying, yeah, I guess it's for the best. Because you're a grown-up in the grown-up world. And you got to see the world for what it is and accept the things. They're out of your control. You got people you got to take care of. You got to figure out how to take care of yourself. You got to keep suffering. And nothing's going to change. That's all right. Onward to the next controversy. Just keep on going. That's kind of how I've been feeling lately. A little miserable, but that's all right. That's okay. We'll get through it. We're all gonna get through it. We're all gonna be okay. Everybody's gonna be fine. We're gonna get through all this misery, all this chaos. Just take a deep breath. Everybody just take a deep breath. Chill out. And keep saying that you're going to get to the bottom of this. And I don't think they are. I don't think anybody's going to get to the bottom of anything. I don't think anybody's going to be held accountable. I don't think there's going to be consequences for people responsible or anybody associated with them. I think it's all going to just disappear. Tied up in a neat little bow and thrown in the river, you know? Or get sent somewhere else. Somewhere else in the world where no one would even think to look for them. Why would you look there? Why would they go there? Why would they hide in plain sight? Too many people tell me I'm crazy. I guess I am. Maybe I am crazy. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Take a deep breath, everybody. Everybody take a breath. Take a deep breath. Bad. Good job. Stop. Stop what? You can't tell me. Good night. Okay, good night. What time is it? 7:16. Oh boy. That's the work phone. You gotta keep that sucker on you in case they call you to go to work in the middle of the night. Yeah, that's always fun. Okay. Push some more paint. Push some of that primer around. Push some of this around. What am I even doing this for? Oh, I'm doing this because it's gonna, satisfy me. Maybe it'll give me a sense of fulfillment. Make me feel like, oh, I actually did something that I said I was gonna do. I've been meaning that a lot. I've been doing that a lot. Been doing things, and saying I'm gonna do things, and then doing the things that I say I'm gonna do, and making a point of that. Making a point of following through on the things that I say I'm going to do. Because if you don't follow through on those things that you say you're going to do, you're just a liar. Then you're just a liar. You do the things. You do the things you say you're going to do. You don't just wait. You make effort to do things. You gotta do things. At least try to do things. Oh, that's... At least try. Try and do things. And try. Try and do things. Don't give up. Don't lie to yourself. You say you're going to do it, do it. I don't like you lying to yourself. I don't like liars. Anybody likes liars. I don't think I've ever met anybody who says, oh, I love liars. I love people who lie to me. It's universal. People don't like being bamboozled. Made fools of. You know? It happens though. Sometimes you gotta say, I was wrong. Fucking made a mistake. Now it's time to fix it. Time to fix the mistakes you made. You gotta do something. You gotta do something about it. Fix the mistakes you made. You made a mistake, that's okay. Now it's time to fix it. You gotta make up for the mistake you made. Now you gotta work towards solving the problems. If you got problems, you need to solve them. You need to solve those problems. I'm a problem solver, baby. I'm a problem solver. Me? I'm solving problems. You gotta solve some problems. You got some problems, you gotta solve them. You're making problems, you're gonna fix it. If you break things, you fix them. That's how you figure it out. That's the first step. You break it. Don't allow that. Don't allow fixing broken shit. A lot of breaking things. I'm good at breaking things. I've broken a lot of things in my time. Probably one of my best skills is breaking things. I'm really good at breaking stuff, by accident or otherwise. I mean, it's not very hard. Things are mostly easy to break, especially if you're trying to break them. Things are just naturally breakable. Everything's got a weak point. Aim for the knees. Alright. So, not my knees though. You stay away from my knees. Alright. Looks pretty good. Alright. Let's put that off to the side for now. Got all the spots pretty good here and there. Hither and thither. All over that. No, anybody else? Slow connection. That's too bad. Nobody's watching? That's good. Yeah, I don't need anybody watching anyway. So why are we doing this? I don't know. So yeah, now moving on. We got that rocking horse I was talking about earlier. You guys don't have to listen to me. No. Ponder on my nonsense. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna put another coat on that rocking horse I was talking about. And I got the hardware in a little can somewhere I gotta find. And maybe I'll put that together. I gotta paint that. I was thinking of painting that. That was another project I was working on not too long ago. Like I was saying. Let me sit down for a minute. Take a quick break here. Take a quick break. I'll talk to you all about some things things I've been thinking about. Oh yeah, that's good yellow stuff. Rocking horse. I was working on a rocking horse. Can't remember where I found it. Where I got it. I just know I've had it for quite some time. I think I've had it since, oh geez, maybe 2022? 2023? I think it was 2022. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember I had it. I had it in a room when I was living in a house in Pennington back in 2022. And I had taken it apart because I was going to clean it up. It was all water damaged and some of the wood was peeling off, so I tried to clean it up. I took it apart. That was when I was living in Pennington in 2022. I did a little bit of work on it then. And then I moved. I moved in 2023, not long after. It was a disaster. There was a huge, it was messy. The house I was living in at the time in Pennington was not a good place to be living. It was not a livable home. I moved. in 2023 to Flemington. I moved to Flemington in 2023. And I stayed there 2023 all the way until, when was it? We moved in July 1st, 2023. And then 1 month, 6 months later, in January 2025. Got out of that place in Flemington, and I moved into this place that I'm in now. And I've been here since February 1st of 2025. February 1st of 2025, and today is February 27th, 2026. It's been 1 year. 1 year since I moved in here. Me and my cat, Rex. He's inside right now. He's not outside right now. He's in the house. I moved in here, and this was the very last place I visited, looking for a new place to live. Short notice. I came here after spending what seemed like a whole month of January just banging my head against a wall, trying to figure things out, not having any time to figure anything out. And I found this place just 2 days before the end of my agreement in the Flemington house ended. Just 2 days before I found this place. And I remember all the signs. I pulled in the driveway, and I remember seeing this cardinal. It was January, dead of winter, and this cardinal is sitting in this tree right across from me, where I parked the car. I get out of the car and I look around, and I see this big, bright red bird sitting there staring at me. And I'm looking around, and the place is quiet. It's really quiet. It's winter time, so dead quiet. Middle of the day, even. Nobody's out and about. No traffic on the streets. No sounds in the distance. It's nice. It's kind of exactly what I was looking for. And plenty of yard space. I got a shed for all my dumb tools, and then an extra storage space for all my other dumb tools. And I had this little outdoor area for workspace, which I really like. I like being outside when I work, even when it's cold out. Well, everything kind of made sense. It was right down to the wire, right down to the last second. But I knew that this place was the place for me. Had absolutely everything I needed. And right then and there, on that day, I decided this is it. This is the one for me. Day later, I, called up the guy and I said, I'll take it. I'll take it right now. That was that. Just like that. And I spent 2 days. I had 2 days to pack up all my crap, sort out some other crap, and then clean the house that I was living in Flemington. 2 days to do all that. While I was still working, still going to work and everything. I think I might have taken 1 day off. I think I took 1 day off the previous week to move some things around. But that was it. That was the day. That was it. 1 year ago. Pretty much one year, 1 month ago. Today. And that was it. Now we're here. A year later. I'm sitting here talking to myself, talking to my phone, into the void, working on silly projects like this. And getting angry. Being angry. You're allowed to be angry. Everyone's allowed to be angry. You can have whatever reason to be angry, any excuse you need. You can feel things. You're allowed to feel things. Anger is an emotion, frustration, and accumulation of things not going right. It's a boiling point. Some people have a lower tolerance of those things than others. Some people can withstand a lot of torture before they become angry. Some people can withstand torture for years of torture before they start to see reality and then become angry for the lie that they've told themselves for so long. Accepting the lies that they've told themselves. And then not being able to accept those lies anymore. That's a real eye-opener. That might make people angry. That makes people angry. It's really easy to make people angry when they start to see the truth after being lied to for a long time. Lying to themselves for a long time. A lot of people can't stand truth. Being told the truth, being exposed to the truth. How can you expect anybody to accept the truth? What is the truth anyway? Who decides what's really real? You have to decide what's real, right? No one can decide it for you. You're supposed to make up your own mind. You're supposed to decide for yourself. See what's going on around you and make a educated decision. And if you're just relying on what everyone else is telling you, what you should be believing, then you're really not making any decision for yourself at all. If you just keep believing what people tell you you're supposed to believe, then you really don't believe in anything. You just believe in doing what you're told. That's got me angry. I'm angry about that too. Angry about people manipulating people. People being fed lies. Believing the lies that they're told. Accepting them wholeheartedly as the truth. Not being able to see anything except for the lies that they're being fed. That makes me angry. You can't argue with anyone though. Can't argue with people who've already made up their mind. There's no point. Can't change anybody's mind. There's really no way of doing that except through manipulation. The only way to change another person's mind is to manipulate them into believing something other than what they already believe. The system's rigged. You're not going to win. You can believe whatever you want to believe. That's what it's all about, right? Can't tell anybody otherwise. And nobody can tell you. It's up to you. You have to make a decision for yourself. It's going to be a lot of people who disagree with you, are wholeheartedly against you for whatever reason, and that's fine. They can be wrong. Everybody's allowed to be wrong. You're allowed to be wrong. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to make mistakes and make bad decisions. But you also have to suffer the consequences. There's consequences to all of your decisions that you make. That's the price you pay. And a price for everything. Everything has a price. Okay. Oh boy. So this rocking horse. This rocking horse. I can't remember exactly where, or when, or how I found it. It's a mystery to me, really. A lot of mysteries. Oh man, I'm gonna have to drill those out. Well, my other gears are. Drill those out. Yeah, they're not going to stick there. Alright. Where else can I do this? Oh, on the base. On the butt. The butt of the horse. The horse's butt. Horse's ass. You're a horse's ass. That's better. That makes a little more sense. Okay. Part of it. You know what I should do? I should get a piece of wire, so I might be able to hang these up somewhere. That's a pretty good idea. I got wire around. I'll wait for that. We'll wait to do that. First things first. Let's get some of these pieces set up. Start painting primer on these guys. These have been neglected for a little while. I lost these pieces in the move. I just recently unpacked these. Everything else has gotten primed, except for these little bits. These little, what would you call them? Spokes. It's like the backing of a chair backing. Not like rungs, or legs or anything. You know. You know what I'm talking about. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm just a crazy nonsense talking man. Talking in circles. Nonsense. Making up. Nonsense, talking nonsense. I'm allowed to be crazy, right? People want to say I'm crazy, I guess I'm crazy then. Maybe I'm the only sane one. I don't know anymore. Maybe everyone else is crazy. Maybe I just like pretending to be crazy. Because it's easier to fit in as a crazy person. You ever think about that? Than to be normal. Normal. What is normal? Maybe that's why everybody thinks I'm crazy. I don't know what normal is. What is normal? What's normal? How do you act normal? Act normal. Act normally. Be normal. Can you be normal? Can you just be normal? Can you just be normal? Excuse you. How many times have I heard that? Can you just be normal? How many times have I heard that before? Can you just be normal? Can you just please be normal? Oh my God. Can you just please for once not talk about government conspiracies? You're gonna scare all my friends. Alright. Alright, I'll just pretend to be normal and boring. Right? I'll just pretend to be a normal, boring guy and talk about normal, boring shit that nobody really fucking cares about. Yeah, that'll work. Would you give me a break? I get it, you're dying, okay? I'll plug a new battery in you in just a minute. Let me put a coat of primer on this sucker first. Jeez Louise. Settle down. So dramatic. You're being dramatic. Ugh. You're dramatic. Heard that one a lot too. That's always said to kind of undercut me. People say that. Oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're being dramatic. What is that? Subverts the importance of whatever you have to say. It's like a brain worm. If you're saying something and somebody says, "Oh, you're just being crazy. Oh, you're just being dramatic," it gives everyone else an excuse to think, "Oh yeah, you know what? He's probably crazy. Oh yeah, you know what? He's probably being dramatic." Subverts. It's a subversion of your will. It's people trying to impose on you the unimportance of yourself. People are trying to tell you that whatever you believe in, it's not important. You shouldn't bother wasting your time on these things. It's not important for you to believe in anything. You're being dramatic. You're being crazy. Stop it. Don't embarrass me. That's what that is. That's a subversion. That's people trying to manipulate you into behaving the way that they need you to behave because it'll help them. It'll help them to be more comfortable. Sorry you don't know how to be comfortable with yourself. Come on. You're gonna go run around. What are you doing? Okay. And we're back. Lights on. Camera action. Alright, so here's the headpiece. Headpiece of the rocking horse. Oh wait, let's back up. Forward, back. Looks like a little chess piece, like a little knight. You know, that's pretty neat. We're gonna clean it up a little more. Put a second coat primer on it. I mean, just to keep it from looking like garbage. And then, is that Rex? What's going over there? Trying to fight that groundhog again? Leave that groundhog alone. I swear this guy's been trying to hunt a groundhog. My cat is a menace. I let him out for a second and he goes hunting. A little killer. He's been hanging out around the shed, waiting for this groundhog to pop out. The groundhog that lives underneath the shed. It's got holes all over the place, all over the property. I found one in a crawl space under the house not too long ago. Filled it up with rocks, and he's been waiting at all these holes. Yeah, here he goes now. Waiting, perched above the holes this groundhog keeps popping up out of. He keeps trying to fight this groundhog, and this groundhog doesn't want to have anything to do with him. And I saw him once chase this groundhog across the road into the woods to go and catch this guy. My cat is a menace. He is an absolute monster. He's a serial killer, really. He goes out on the prowl hunting. He's a big game hunter. This groundhog is probably about the size that he is. Not an easy game. Groundhog, not for cats anyway. Yeah, that groundhog's probably in a way heavier weight class. Probably got maybe 5 pounds on my cat. And when you're a 5-pound cat, 8-pound cat, 5 pounds is a big difference. Yeah. More than half your body weight. It's like someone who's 100 pounds fighting somebody who's 200 pounds, you know what I mean? 150 pounds. Big difference. I mean, I'd still bet on Rex every time. Rex is a menace. He's got really sharp claws. He bites. He's a ferocious biter. He used to wake me up in the morning by biting me on the nose. He still does that sometimes. It's a playful bite, but still. It's like I'm getting attacked by a beast. I don't really want cats like vampires. A werewolf, werecat biting me. Trying to tell me I'm under attack. Trying to wake me up. This all slopped up primer as well. This was supposed to be a gift for somebody, a friend of someone who had just had a baby, and that fell through. I mean, me finishing the project for them fell through. And I got a bad habit. Well, I've been trying to make that, rectify that by doing things, like I said, doing the things I say I'm going to do. been trying to make a point of being better at doing that. In a way, this kind of doing these little videos and me working on projects is like a catharsis, me proving that I'm doing the things I say I'm going to do. Just got to do things. Holding myself accountable. Holding myself accountable. Making myself do the work. Doing the work that I say I'm going to do. Not just saying and doing things and never doing them. I told myself when I first moved in here, I told myself I was going to start doing things for me. I was going to start focusing on myself. I was going to start doing the things that I said I was going to do and never had a chance to do. I started taking myself on vacation, going on vacation. Gone on vacation, I think 3 times now since I've moved in here. 3 times in 1 year. Can you believe that? Wow. Wow, I'm so blessed. The benefits that bestowed upon me by the company I work for are actually quite good. Phenomenal. I'll have to wow. Taking myself out on vacation. And I always said I wanted to do these things. Said I wanted to do them, and I never did them. And I hated that about myself. I hated that I was lying to myself about the things that I said. I decided I was going to stop lying to myself about things. I was going to start taking action, doing the things that I said I was going to do. Done lying to myself. Accepting the lies that I told myself. Got sick and tired of that. Believing my own lies. I started doing things that I said I was going to do. Said I was going to do them. Now I mean to do them. Because I am a man of my word. My word matters. It matters to me. My word matters to me. And it should. Every man's word should matter to themselves. It's important that you stand on business. Know what I'm saying? Stand on that business. Oh, somebody's here. Oh, hi, what's up? I don't know who that is. I don't know who's here. That's okay. Thanks for watching, friend. Thanks for watching me. Talk to myself. Oh, she's gone. They're gone. Who was that? I don't know. I'm gonna get paint all over her. Okay. Nobody else is out there, huh? That's fine. Keep going. Got a little bit more left to do. We're gonna do some more touch-ups. We're gonna be done here. I don't think that one's dried yet. Not quite, actually. Yeah, actually. Oh, well, that's pretty thick. Oops. Really beefed up on there, huh? Let's go through and touch that nicely, huh? get that file. Clean that up afterwards. Leave that pretty thick. That's okay. We can work with it. We can work with that. That's not bad. Not bad at all. You gotta mean what you say. Mean what you say. Don't be afraid to say what you mean. Don't ever be afraid to speak yourself true. Speak your mind. Don't ever hold back. Don't ever hold back. Do it for yourself. When you speak the truth, don't lie. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to others. Be true. Be true to yourself. Be true to your word. Hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself to a higher standard. Hold yourself to the standard that you would want others to hold themselves to. Don't expect anyone else to hold themselves to your standard. That's where you disappoint yourself. Don't ever have expectations of anyone else. Don't ever have expectations of anything, actually. Expectations are just setting yourself up for disappointment. If you're expecting an outcome, you are setting yourself up for failure, disappointment. Don't ever expect anything. Be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared. Always be prepared. Do not expect. Expectations are the breeding ground of bitter resentment and disappointment. You can expect. Nothing's ever going to change. Unless you do something about it, you got to do something. You got to be the change. Be the change, you know? Don't expect the world to change for you. You got to change it. You got to make it business. You got to do it. You got to make it happen. Do the thing. Do the thing. Not so crazy of an idea. You really got to do it. Do the work. Do the work. Put the work in. If you don't put the work in, you'll never get done. I don't think there's... That's still bad. Yeah, hold on. That's still bad. We're going to have to put another coat on this later. That's going to be wet a little while. It's taking forever for these things to dry because of how cold it is. So I think we're going to call it a night. I don't know how long we've been going on for. That's okay. It's 8 o'clock now. I think we started around 6 or so. Right after sunset. So we've been going at it for about 2 hours now. It's about typical time frame for these videos. Been about an hour and 40 minutes or so. That's okay. We're gonna figure out what we need to do to make them more palatable, whatever that means. But I'm not doing this for anything but myself. I'm just doing this for me, like I said, to hold myself accountable, hold myself to a higher standard, and do what I say. Yeah, do what I say I'm gonna set myself out to do. That's pretty much it. And this teeth. Yep. accountability, consequences. Gotta make up your mind. Decide for yourself. Don't give in to the lies. Well, doom and gloom. Not really a positive note to end with today. That's okay. Can't always be rainbows and sunshine and all that. It's okay to be angry. You're allowed to be upset. It's all part of being alive, right? Feeling things is part of the human condition. It's an experience, huh? What an experience! Whoa! Alright, be good. Until next time.